Hello, welcome to Smith Flute Studio. My name is Katie, and today I'm going to teach you how to improve your air so that you do not pass out while playing the flute. So grab your flute and let's get started. Okay, let's get started. Are you someone who struggles to make it through 2 measures or maybe even 1 measure or maybe even 2 notes without taking a breath? If so, you might not know how to breathe correctly and to use your air efficiently. So today I'm going to teach you 3 practice hacks that you can do every day, no matter what level you are, so that you can begin to sustain longer phrases of music and get that beautiful, smooth, sustained sound that you want. So first we're going to start with how do we breathe, right? So breathing is something that we've been doing obviously since the moment we were born. It's something that comes very naturally to us, but when you're playing a musical instrument, especially the flute, you need a lot more air than you do on a normal, regular basis, right? So I am going to teach you how to breathe, and then as you're playing, how to blow it out more efficiently. So we're gonna think about there being a balloon inside of your body right here. Obviously you have lungs and you have muscles and all that kind of stuff, but just for the sake of this teaching point, I want you to think about a balloon inside of your belly, okay? So just like you would inflate a balloon for a birthday party, we're gonna let our balloon inflate. So that means you're going to relax and let your abdomen or your stomach expand. And then we're going to use our muscles in our abdomen to squeeze the balloon. So your muscles should feel tight. And then we're going to use those muscles to squeeze the balloon so that the air blows out. So we're going to deflate the balloon. So squeeze and deflate. Do this a couple times with me. You can take your hand, doesn't matter which one, and put it over your belly. And your other hand in front of your face, and you're going to blow on your hand. So inflate the balloon, squeeze the balloon with your muscles, and then deflate the balloon. Again, inflate, squeeze, deflate. One more time, inflate, squeeze, deflate. While you're doing this exercise, your shoulders can be relaxed and down. If you're breathing up into your shoulders, like you're not going to get enough air because your lungs are actually down here in your body. So you need to breathe down and fill up your entire abdomen and breathe out. Okay. So the second way you can practice breathing correctly and blowing your air efficiently is by using a piece of paper. Very low cost hack. This is literally a piece of notebook paper that I took out of my notebook right before this video. And so I folded the paper in half and tore it, and then folded in half again and tore it, and I ended up with this little rectangle. So it doesn't have to be a clean piece of paper. It can be any old piece of paper you have laying around. But we're gonna do the same exercise with our hand on our belly and our other hand holding the paper about this far in front of us. So not right in front of our face and not way out here, but just a comfortable arm's length with your elbow bent. And we're gonna inflate the balloon again. So inflate. And I forgot to mention this earlier, you should feel your belly expanding as you breathe. So your hand should be moving out. I don't want you to push your hand out with your muscles, but as you breathe, you should notice your abdomen getting larger as you're filling up with air. So we're going to inflate our balloon, squeeze the balloon, and then blow on the paper. Again, in, squeeze, and blow. Great job. For the next step of this exercise, you will need a metronome. I like to use TE Tuner app on my phone that also has a metronome function, and I'm going to put it on a quarter note equals 70. So this is what mine looks like. Yours might look different. Just any kind of metronome that you have. If you don't have one, There are lots of free ones you can get on your phone, on your smartphone, or if you pay a few dollars, you can get TE Tuner, and I'll leave the link for that app down below. Okay, so I'm going to put the metronome on 70. Okay, we're going to breathe in for 4, squeeze for 2, and then we're going to see how long our air lasts as we blow it out. Okay, so hand over your belly, ready to inflate for 4. Ready, go. Squeeze, blow. Okay, I got 5 that time. I'm going to see if I can make it to 6 this time. So big inflate for 4. Squeeze, blow. Great. As you're blowing, your goal is to get the paper to lie flat down while you're blowing your air. So if your paper is standing up tall, you're not doing it right. So either you need to bring it a little bit closer or you need to blow a lot harder to get it to go down. Let's try it one more time. Okay, so inflate for 4, squeeze for 2, blow for as long as you can until you are literally out of air. Okay. Okay, so big breath, ready, breathe. Squeeze, blow. Okay, well, so part of the problem with a low budget prop is that sometimes it doesn't work right. Let's try that again. Okay, so big breath for 4. Squeeze and blow. All right, I got 6 that time. How many did you get? You may have gotten 1, you may have gotten 8, you may have gotten somewhere in between. No matter what it is, I want you to write that number down today. And then tomorrow, whenever you pick up your flute to warm up, I want you to try the exercise again and see if you can increase it even just by 1 click. So like if today you got 4 or you got 3, let's say you got 3. The goal tomorrow is to try to get to that 4. And then the next day, try to get to that 5 and see how much you can increase your time expelling the air or blowing out the air. So what this is going to do is whenever you translate this to your music is eventually your muscles are going to get used to blowing that much air. Your lungs are going to increase their capacity to use more air, and you'll start to see your ability to make it just 1 more note in the measure, or maybe you couldn't make it all the way through 2 measures, so you'll be able to get through those 2 measures, or you might be to the point where you're working on your 4 measure phrases, so you'll see your ability increase each day and each week to be able to make it through those longer phrases. So that was the second exercise. So the first exercise was just blowing on our hand. The second exercise was blowing the paper down. The third exercise involves your flute. So you will need to grab your flute. Hopefully you have it close by. Mine is right here. Okay, and with our left hand, we're going to play a G. We're going to grab the G fingering. And with the right hand, you're going to place it over your abdomen. Okay, and so what we're going to do is do the same exercise we did with the paper. We're going to breathe in for 4. We're going to squeeze our balloon. And then we're going to squeeze it while the balloon deflates. And we're going to actually play a G this time rather than just blowing. So we're transferring our air exercise to an air exercise actually on your flute. I'm going to put on my metronome at 70. Okay, and hand over your abdomen. In for 4, squeeze for 2, blow for as long as you can. Okay, so get your flute in place. You might have to balance your flute on your pinky just a little bit. Okay, here we go. Ready? Breathe. Squeeze for 2, blow. All right, I almost got 13. How many did you get? Did you get maybe 2 or 4? You hopefully are getting more counts than you did when you were just doing the paper. But I want you to keep that same feeling of just blowing all of your air out almost as fast as you can. You don't want to get it to where it's squeaking or going off into harmonic land, but still playing a good G, but just using as much air as you can. Okay, let's try it a couple more times. Okay, get your G fingers ready and your flute up. Right hand over your abdomen. We're going to breathe in for 4. Ready and breathe. Squeeze and blow. I'm kind of stuck on that 12 to 13 range. Just a reminder, as you're blowing out, you should feel your hand going in as your air is coming out. So your balloon is getting smaller inside of your body. So that means your hand is going to be getting closer to your body as well. I hope that made sense. Okay, let's do it one more time together. Okay, your flute up and ready to breathe. And go. Squeeze, blow. Slightly longer than I did before, and it was because I was concentrating more on tightening my muscles around my balloon as I was blowing out, and that is called breath support. If you've ever heard your band director or flute teacher or anybody else, choir teacher maybe, talk about breath support, that's what they are talking about. They're talking about after you fill up and as you tighten your muscles, as you are either playing or singing or blowing, whatever you're doing, that your muscles are tight as you blow out. It controls the air. If you are just kind of loosey-goosey, and you don't have any muscles supporting your air won't last nearly as long. So it's very important that you learn to squeeze these muscles in this area, not tensing your body, but just learning how to isolate these muscles so that you can control your air as it comes out. If you are new to activating these muscles in your body, I recommend finding some Pilates videos on YouTube, or even just doing some crunches or sit-ups and just feeling what it feels like to tighten those muscles. It can be pretty awkward if you're, especially if you're younger, or if you've never really done much physical activity. But it's very important if you want to make those longer phrases and play beautiful, sustained, smooth music. You need to learn how to control those muscles so that you can control your air as it comes out. Okay, I hope this video has been helpful for you. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you and answer any of your questions or hear any of your suggestions that you have. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, and for a free printable of these 3 exercises that we've done today, you can head down to the description box and click on the link down there. Good luck with your breathing. Let me know how it goes, and I will see you next time. Happy practicing.